The Big Ten Championship.
I didn't say that.
Penn State versus Oregon. Oregon's favored with 3.5 points on the DraftKings app. The over-under in this game is 49.5. No Ohio State.
No Ohio State.
No Ohio State.
Why is that, Will? Why is that?
Michigan beat their ass. They out-physicaled them.
Yeah,
Out-toughed them.
They did.
And put their flag on their field.
That's
As
Ryan
they
Day
should
that was
shelled
crazy.
up in the moment.
In the moment. Shit his pants. Couldn't handle it.
You see the senior linebacker or D lineman?
Jack Sawyer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He was hot.
He's the only guy I feel a little bit bad for. He's the only, because it's like 0-4, born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, lives it his whole life. If Michigan ever won, you know his dad probably beat him. That's how bad it was.
Oh, I
Like,
can
they
believe
hated
that.
it. They hated it. And then his son goes there and he's like, you're coming to a rich tradition and beating Michigan's ass for as long as you have. 0-4.
And all that shit talking he got
Michigan
to do.
hasn't punted.
Yeah.
Coop, Michigan hasn't punted in the fourth quarter since 2019.
Against them?
Can't throw the ball, Delanie.
I know.
We couldn't throw it.
I know.
In the red zone, we throw a pick. What do? 3 and out.
I know.
Will Howard, that's our guy. We're going to get his ass from who knows where. His ass is done. See ya. Good luck in the league, nerd. Guys can't fucking handle business out there. That's how it goes.
They gonna come back just for this.
Your season is predicated on the game. How do you perform at the game? 6-5 ball club walks into Columbus, Ohio, steals their shit, takes their women and their land, gets the fuck out of Columbus. Place is a dump. We own that dump now. We own it. It's not a rivalry anymore.
Yeah.
And you're welcome, Penn State. You're welcome to be in the Big Ten Championship. Unfortunately, James Franklin's 0-57 against top 5 teams. He's actually like a 1-13.
Yeah.
Dan Lanning, you see the post, he put the cinema that JP actually posted of them just talking, the Bear Jew from Inglourious Bastards, the mindset of Dan Lanning. We've seen the pregame speeches. We've seen them handle Ohio State in Oregon. We've seen his culture grow and grow and grow. And there's a reason why they're number 1 team in the country. They're going to stay that way. They're going to win this game by more than 3.5 points.
I'm with you. So working all the way. You're talking about their rivalry with Washington at halftime. He's got their helmet in there. They're fucking beating the helmet on the ground, keeping the boys motivated. And again, the whole mentality, the sports psychology of the boys just putting their heads down and envisioning the moment with the little gong thing going off while he's talking. I love Oregon in this game. I think they stay undefeated. I think they stay. They're going to go into the college football playoff as the 1 seed. I like Oregon covering 2, minus 3.5 against Penn State. James Franklin, he does. He shells up against top 5 teams, and that's been his resume.
Yeah, I like everything y'all said, but I'm gonna take the under in this game.
So Oregon,
I mean, that's not a bad bet.
No, it's not a bad bet.
bet.
I'm gonna just take the under in this game. Just you got to remember in the under hit in the 6 of Oregon last 8 games when they're the favorite. So I'm just gonna.
Because I don't think Penn State wins in a shootout. They would win if they make it physical and it comes down to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And then if Oregon runs away with it or they control the game, it's going to be because Penn State's offense doesn't show up against the top 5 opponent.
And I mean Oregon did what they got Tez Johnson back, I think, the receiver. He didn't play crazy last week because he just came off an injury. I think he had 3 catches for like 36 yards, but this year.
Who's number 7? The kid that went off against Ohio State. What's his name? Evan Stewart. That kid's a baller, bro.
But him and Evan and Tez together, they got like 13 touchdowns, 1,200 and some yards.
They got Dylan Gabriel dishing them.
Well, Dylan Gabriel, he out there doing his damn thing, you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna take the under in that one.
Tier Talk?
Yeah, Tier Talk. Presented by Duke Cannon. Maybe you've seen Duke Cannon products in Target, Walmart, or your local hardware store, and if not, let me introduce you. Duke Cannon makes a variety of men's grooming goods, big-ass bricks of soap, thick body wash, beard care stuff, colognes, and hair wash. They also donate money to veteran causes each year through the Duke Cannon Veterans Fund. Simply put, they give a damn. And their products work hard and smell terrific. Most of the year, your boys, we love the Sawtooth thick body wash. Then in the fall, I enjoy their Buffalo Trace soaps. But during the holiday season, which is here and upon us, I put their big-ass lump of coal soap on my wish list because it is a holiday classic like Die Hard. Shop now at DukeCannon.com, Amazon and Target, or at Walmart. They're everywhere. Go forth and save up to 20% on Yuletide soap, bundles, and gift sets. The products, the packaging, you won't find better gifts for men on your list this year. Duke Cannon, fellas.
I had a question. How do y'all bathe? Do y'all put the soap in the towel, lather it up, then use it, or do you do just the soap, the big ass lump?
Once
cold
upon a
soap?
time when I was a primitive caveman, I used to do that until
Just
Duke
the
Cannon
soap?
came into my life and they gave us those little pockets. So you take this
You
soap
put it in the pocket.
and you put it and they have the thing and it actually ends up being like a squeegee type of
It
thing.
scrubs
Yeah.
for you.
So you're exfoliating and cleaning at the same time.
That's that's how I,
And then you get to simply hang it back up in your shower.
Well,
Or a
that's what I
dangle.
do. I just wanted to see what you guys did.
Yeah. I've seen you shower. I know how you shower.
Yeah, I've seen you shower.
I use
Very
gloves.
thorough. Yeah, he does. Very thorough.
Boy's in there playing doctor when he showers.
Yes, sir.
So tier talk this
Thorough.
week, this is how we're going to structure it. The tier 1 is the
Yes.
SEC Championship, tier 2 is Big 12 Championship, and tier 3 is ACC Championship. We'll start with tier 1, Georgia versus Texas. Texas is favored at 2.5. The total points in that game is 49.5 points. Yeah, there's a little pocket right there.
Yeah, that's the
You like
pocket.
that?
It's nice.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that. I'm actually gonna take this.
Interesting game
yours?
here
Yeah.
because Georgia dog walked Texas.
They did. They handled him.
Handled them. Quinn Ewers comes out for a couple of series. Then
Pissed on his leg.
they put Manning back in and they put Quinn Ewers back in. It's like, what's really going to
What is
happen here?
going to happen?
I got Texas.
Ooh.
I think Texas
I weirdly think so too. I feel like they've seen
to
when
get back.
the stage that was there when Georgia came in. It was the biggest game of the week, and they saw the outfit. They felt the stage. They didn't rise to the occasion.
Right.
And I think they are going to be motivated to right their wrong in the SEC Championship this week. And again, Georgia coming off a very emotional win, they're grinding it out for 8 overtimes against Georgia Tech. They're going to be dragging a little bit. They're excited that they're in the SEC Championship.
Right.
They know that their fate. They're already locked into the college football playoff. I do. I see Texas winning this one.
A Georgia Tech game, too, that Georgia Tech should have won. There's a couple calls there that should have gone
We all
Georgia
know.
Tech's way.
Yeah.
But
SEC.
I think the two narratives in the locker room is we had to prove a point, Texas, and Georgia's, we've done it before, we'll do it again. I think the prove a point goes a lot farther than the we're going to do it again.
Yeah. Ewers wants to get this one back.
Bad.
And even if you
It's a
see
legacy
Manning
game
a
for
lot
him.
more, because you just don't know how teams are going to handle this game because everybody's kind of in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Man, it's a tough one for me. Like again, you just said it. Georgia's been here. Georgia's seen it. They've been in that action. Sometimes I kind of like the players, the coaches, who's been there before. They know how to handle that. You know what I mean? Texas getting up. You know, they've been there way back in the day when they didn't had old buddy, the quarterback, number 10.
Oh, yeah. Vince
No,
Young.
Vince
Talking about
Young.
Vince Young.
Yeah, so they.
Colt McCoy. Shout out to boy
Yeah,
Colt McCoy. Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
shout
Colt
out
McCoy.
to
Yeah,
McCoy.
so they've been there before, but not right now. So I'm going Georgia, man. I think Georgia is going to come in there.
I mean, Texas went to the playoff last year.
I know they
Yeah,
did.
and
I
Georgia
know.
didn't because they lost the SEC
They
championship
lost
against Alabama.
against Alabama, which is true. This is a makeup. They feel like they were, they let everybody down in Georgia. They should have beat Alabama. They didn't. Now they coming back. They got Texas.
Who
Georgia.
they've handled. No, I'm with you. This is going to be an awesome game to watch.
That'll be fun. That would be fun. That would be
Are you
fun to see.
serious?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
going
same thing for
Georgia.
Penn State, Oregon.
Yeah, I'm taking Georgia.
No, they haven't played this year.
That's right. They didn't
Georgia.
play this year.
It would
Plus
would have
2.5.
been Ohio
Yeah.
State, like a moment to where they could have saw Ohio State again in the Big Ten championship, and then possibly seen them again in the college football
Right.
playoff.
Right.
You got a stat?
Go ahead,
We got a stat by Big Sherm.
Quick stat. Rematches in championship games, 70% of the time, the team that lost the first game wins the rematch.
Texas.
That's a big stat.
That's a good stat.
That's yeah.
That's a
Appreciate that, Sherm.
Where did you get that stat from?
Probably the internet.
Reddit.
Okay.
All right,
like
tier
that
2.
stat.
Hey, the
You
Big
didn't
12
like that stat.
championship. Fired up.
Fired
I
up.
know we're all fired
Fired
up. I know
up.
you're fired up. Arizona
Big
State.
12, boy.
Tier 2, Big 12 championship. Iowa State versus Arizona State. Arizona State favored by 2 in this one. The over-under is 51.
It's easy.
Clearly runaway Kenny Dillingham. They were favored by 8 points against U of A last week. They shellacked those boys. They handled their business.
Mm-hmm.
They have lost 2 games this year, both close games. One of them, their quarterback was out.
Yep.
Kenny Dillingham, we sat with him in the spring game. Was it 2 years ago or last year? 2 years ago, thank you. And just seeing his passion revolving around Tempe, Arizona, a kid that went to Chaparral High School about 20 minutes north of there, loves Arizona. He's been to Auburn. He's been to Oregon. He's going to have opportunities to go to quote-unquote bigger schools. He said, fuck that. I want to stay here. I want to stay in Tempe. And I want to make this a powerhouse. Something that people in Arizona have looked at Tempe and been like, how is this place not? There's beautiful women. There's beautiful weather. It's a big-ish school. Mill Avenue is a great time. Old Town Scottsdale is just up the road. It has all of the makings to be like, hey, you can come here, you can have a lot of fun, win a lot of games.
True.
With Kenny Dillingham, you're doing that. I love Arizona State.
Yeah.
I think -2 is huge. I think these boys are going to pull it off, and I'd like to see them get a little spicy in the playoff. Don't know about that, but I love them.
You get in the dance, you got a shot.
I like
if they
any
come off winning the
West
Big
Coast
12.
team.
Unless
I
you're
don't give a
Army,
shit.
according to Will, you got a shot if you get into the dance.
I mean, West Coast team,
I don't think Boise
I'm
does.
rooting for you. If you anything West Coast, I'm rooting for you. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Standing on business.
On
Arizona,
business.
unfortunately, does not have a coast, but I'm with you.
They Southwest,
Yes, they are.
so I fuck with them.
I like Arizona State just because I want them to win. I like Dillingham. I'm a big
It's
fan of his.
emotional.
Yeah, when he reached out to us, wanting us to coach a spring game, I want Arizona State to win. They're
Two
on a
guys
good
there.
run right now. They have a lot of momentum, a lot of inspiration they're playing for, a lot of hype and bringing a lot of notoriety and publicity around the program. I just want Arizona State to win, so I'm going Arizona State -2.
I'm taking Arizona State too. I already told y'all. Y'all know what time it is.
It's just so fun to see Arizona State be good. Like when I was in high school, there was a bunch of kids who loved being in Arizona. They stayed, but Arizona's not necessarily the biggest hotbed for football. And then you bring in Herm Edwards.
Edwards.
Yeah,
Herm Edwards. You think, okay, ASU's going
He
to turn
shitted
around,
the bed,
shit the
though.
bed, kind of try to run that program like NFL. You can't
Yeah,
really
you
do that in
can't do
college.
that.
And then this young cat, dude, comes in fire. He is kind of not a lot like this, but he's similar to Jameis Winston. The fact that when he talks, he goes viral.
Yeah.
He's always got these viral moments of saying awesome things. They stormed the field not once, not twice, but 3 times, and that's only in 2 different games because of what happened.
Yeah.
Who were they playing? Was that BYU?
Oh yeah, they had to go back out because
BYU?
the game wasn't over yet.
Go
yeah.
back. There's a video of an Arizona State
field
fan
goal
sitting in the
field
blue
goal.
tent for BYU, just waiting for them to miss. And then BYU gets it to the 1-yard line. It's just crazy. I love what ASU is doing, man.
I
I'm a
love
big fan of it.
ASU. I ain't gonna cap. Took a recruiting trip there. Best time of my life.
Yeah.
But if I knew I would have went there, I wouldn't have went to the league
Yep, that's a big
Back
reason why I
then.
didn't go either.
back then. No, back then that's when they had the Playboy bunnies, sorority
The Tempe
house.
12.
The Tempe 12.
Yeah.
It was lit.
There's literally a vote at the school. Who are the 12 hottest girls? And then they vote, they decide, and then the 12 hottest girls go into a sexy calendar.
Hey, he not lying, bro. It used to be off
Used
the
to be
chain.
up.
My first ever foam party was in Arizona
What's
State.
a phone party?
They put all the bubbles
They
on
put all the bubbles
Oh,
in.
foam. I thought you said phone.
No,
I was like, what's going on? We
no,
just said
foam.
Fun pics?
Yeah, that was lit.
That's awesome. There was a fun stat, too, at ASU. It's 1 in 3 have STDs.
Oh, I
That's
believe
how much
that.
everyone
From
gets
them
after.
phone
Yeah.
parties,
Yeah,
too.
from the phone
Yeah,
parties.
from them phone parties,
Yeah.
too.
Got penicillin shot right after that phone party.
ACC Championship Clemson versus SMU, who's had a sneaky great season.
Sneaky.
SMU is favored by 2.5. The over/under on this game is 57. I love that SMU has handled their business. They have they had a little hiccup against BYU earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I love everything SMU's done, but I want Clemson to win this game because I want chaos going into this whole college football playoff, setting it up next. Because if Clemson wins, they're in the college football playoff. South Carolina, a 3-loss team in the SEC, who people have been arguing about. There's been an argument over Bama, Ole Miss, South Carolina. If Clemson wins this ACC championship, South Carolina's last win will be over the ACC champion, who's going to be in the college football playoff.
Yep.
I think Clemson, because they had a very tough loss in their rivalry game against South Carolina, but at the end of the day, it's similar to Ohio State. And I know you have your moment with Ohio State, but it's one of those things where you can walk in the room, hey, fellas, fucking forget about this last game because we have a shot to win the ACC championship because Miami dropped one last week. Syracuse did us a favor. Let's win this ACC championship, and we are in the college football playoff, and that loss will not fucking matter because we're in the dance. So I'm going for Clemson as the underdog. To win this game, that's where I'm going with my ACC championship pick.
I like it. And JP, correct me if I'm wrong, but when they announced the college football playoff, it was like you guys weren't even the next 2 teams in.
No, we're 14.
That's fucking hard.
I saw that
You
list.
guys deserve it.
Yeah.
You saw Alabama was in there. That A is just loud.
I mean,
Bama's getting in there if they're a 4-loss
It's
team.
gonna-
That's just the
they
way
gonna
it is.
always
It's
get
disgusting. Like
in.
the Kansas City
It's
Chiefs of
disgusting.
college football.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. We did last
can't.
year. We retired your coach last year.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The Rose
We
Bowl,
can yell at the clouds,
we
G.
bullied y'all. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm going to go Clemson as well.
SMU, man. I just like what they got
This
going on.
parlay's
I
in
know.
your
I
wallet.
don't.
I
I
just like what they got going on, and they ain't getting paid for this shit.
I do
They're
love
doing it
that.
for free.
I do.
They
Yeah.
doing it for
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
They're,
Whoop
they're
some
giving the
ass.
birds for free.
Yeah, my pick's all about the chaos, but I love that SMU. They're a one-loss football team. They can win the ACC championship and get themselves. They get themselves a bye, right?
If they win this
If
one.
if they get ranked over Boise
Yeah.
State, I know they're kind of in that kind of mix.
they
But,
win this one.
but yeah,
Yeah, I like the SMU thing too. The ACC championship is a win-win to me.
Yeah.
Clemson, I just really want that for JP. They deserve it, man.
Horrible game overall. Two teams that don't deserve to go into the playoffs.
Oof.
Like
ooh,
who?
JP.
Just
Clemson
the rough part too.
if
SMU
SMU wins
that.
this championship game, of course they deserve to go into the
Yeah,
playoffs, bro.
they 12-1.
There's only one team that deserves to go to the playoffs.
Oregon.
That's South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina.
You can tell he's projecting. He's just trying to hurt every other team that could possibly deserve to go.
Every other thing.